Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. And the Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get first crack at it here. Well, guys, last year Texas got very little resistance from Oklahoma on the path to the playoff. A 21-point explosion in the second quarter. Horns never looked back. You got to think the Sooners and a hopefully retooled offense will be up to the task to mount a challenge today.
Yeah, I remember that last game. Quinn Ewers coming back from injury, struggled early in that game, threw a bad interception. But, David, they got the running game going. When Travion Wisner absolutely went off. And if I'm Texas in this one, I'd expect them to want to run the ball some more.
Well, and everything got going. Remember, they even caught a ball. They fumbled it to the end zone. They still fell on. Like, everything went Texas's way. And that was about like last season. Everything went against Oklahoma minus the Alabama game. So look to see if Oklahoma can create some more momentum and juice for their program.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get anything on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 7. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Mateer. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. but Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Under fire. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down and more. There he goes. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
And on the third play of the drive, third down is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? At the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the big fella. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Unloads it left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat it.
Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but, you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL. We know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times. Turning it on! Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off the boot, looking for his man. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're two-down territory there, you take a shot on third and run it on fourth, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
And now this offense will take the field again. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Touchdown, Longhorns! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. this has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. To the air. It's Mateer. Right on the money. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Robinson. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. The Sooners are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. On the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st down.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Manning. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. They're dealing with with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds his man. It's Moore. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wingo. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great.
He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Northwestern. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's up. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mateer. Going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Snagged out of the air. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the...
There he goes! Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's a heat. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's got his man across the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. Past the 30. Turning it on. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Touchdown, Sooners! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
And the point after is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Mateer. They're working that left side. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. From the gun, the ground game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick? And
that ball's free behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They're going to run it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. To the air, it's Hawkins. Gets it out fast. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires to the end zone. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
And a
know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week it was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 17 to Pittsburgh. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Caught in the backfield, it's up. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Snagged in the middle, it's Gibson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or...
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll give it to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.